through the years, we've always been very, very fortunate as a band to have opportunities to kind of call awareness to things. And a few years ago, we put this little thing called Lyrics for Life together. And it's been, thank you. It's been one way to kind of scratch that itch a little bit for me. But I am continually amazed at how people want to reach out and how people become sort of a part of the family. And this year, something that was really, really cool for me is I ran into a friend of mine, Jeff Cousino. Jeff, are you out there? Whitey, anywhere? Are you there? I can't really see so much. There he is. There he is, right over there. Jeff Cousino, we grew up together in Gainesville. And he came up to me this summer and was like, you know, I have an idea. And he showed me these pictures that he had bought a surfboard from my little brother Jeffrey, because Jeffrey and I, the love of our lives at that point in time, and was surfing, was a big part of who we were and what we did. So my brother had custom made this board and ridden it for a while and sold it to Jeff. And Jeff had some pictures of it. And he went, can you bring that out here, J-Mo? Bring it out real quick. From the board that my brother designed, the pictures, he had this custom made by Johnny Lucas, who shaped the very first boards that we ever rode. And he had our signatures, the band's names laminated in their Lyrics for Life, Sister Hazel. Spin it around there, my man. And on the back, isn't that cool? It's got the lyrics to Beautiful Thing. And please give it up for my friend Jeff Cousino for putting this together. And give it up for J-Mo, right here, part of the Sister Hazel crew and family. It's beautiful, man. It's beautiful. I figured that since I have sort of talked to a lot of you guys a bunch about my story, that it might be kind of cool to get a little bit different perspective on it this year. And so I'm going to bring up another love of my life. This is my mom, Judy Block. Help her up there, J-Mo, because my kids call her Sporty Grandma. Please, let me tell you something. I got a lot of wonderful characteristics from my mom, wonderful traits passed down, but singing was not one of them. So give it up for my mom, Judy Block.
And you're really very lucky, because I am not going to sing for you tonight. I am actually the family's designated listener. But I am very happy to be here with you, as I am every year. You're all great, great people. And some of you I've known for decades. Some of you I've known just for minutes. And some of you I feel like I know in my heart simply because you're here. And you're supporting our guys in Lyrics for Life. And I love you for that. When we were first involved with Jeffrey's cancer, it was like getting run over by a Mack truck, as you might guess. And as parents, we always believe that it's our job to take care of our kids. And usually we can just brush them off and put a Band-Aid on or something, and everything's good. But then when something like cancer strikes, it's a whole different ballgame. And you realize you're not in charge. And it's a very painful adjustment. But my beautiful husband said to me one day, maybe we can't be in charge of the final outcome, but we can be in charge of every day, making it as good and as loving and as positive as possible. And we tried to do that. And Jeff Cousino and Keith Kohler, who are here tonight, walked through it with us as they were age mates of our boys. And they were wonderful. All of the friends stayed by our side, all the parents of our friends and Jeffrey and Ken's friends stayed beside us. And One of the things I want to share with you about friendship during times like that have to do with the fact that when things got really bad, we were always at the hospital. We came home a couple of times and found that someone had come and mowed our lawn. And I don't think I ever would have thought about that as something to do for a family struggling with cancer. But even the smallest kind of assist can be great. And then some of my colleagues came up with an idea for a list. They all signed up for when they wanted to bring dinners, and they decided on the days that we took Jeffrey in for his treatments, they would bring dinner. And I told them that wasn't necessary, that we were doing fine. We could always stop at Burger King. Plug. In fact, they said, "You don't understand, Judy. We have to do something for us. We don't care if it helps you or not." But in fact, it helps us. So during this whole time, which seemed like it was forever, but was in fact 4 years, we had the good, the bad, and the ugly, all kinds of experiences. And my husband and I, along with Ken, were part of the team with the doctors and the nurses and Jeffrey's friends and others. And we did the best we could every day. And we knew that love was a good thing, no matter what the outcome. So we tried to sprinkle it all with love. One of the first things we learned was we couldn't always, Ken and Al and I couldn't always stay at the hospital all the time, because pretty soon we were all walking zombies. So we began taking turns, especially during the night, and then during the day we were usually there quite a bit of the time. But we always knew that it was important to be there. And I think especially for children when they're ill, need an advocate. But one of the things I want to tell you about is, I think, Ken's first little trek into this Lyrics for Life thing that he didn't even identify that way. When we were in the hospital, and it was in the last days and weeks of Jeffrey's life, and there was a little girl next door, you remember? Katasha. And she was critically ill. She was about 9, wasn't she, Ken? And her parents couldn't be with her. They lived in Daytona Beach, and they worked. And they didn't have a car. So she was in the hospital by herself, and she was in the very next room. So whenever we were there, we would take her treats and things and gifts and whatever. And Ken used to go in, of course, and be her friend. And after Jeffrey passed away, Ken kept going up there. And I wasn't quite sure how he did it. But he did it because she needed him to. And that was the beginning of Lyrics for Life, but he didn't know it then. And I love him for it then, and I love him for it now. And I love all of you for being supportive. Thank you.
Give it up for my mom, Judy Block. He's crying. Why is he the only one up here? Huh? Oh, I have to wear a skirt too? I'm not afraid to wear a skirt, but I'm going to go commando. Skirt if he's not wearing one. I wear one on the bus. Oh man. Mark, thank goodness Mark's not going commando. So, I the kids down front. And if other people want to come sit down in front, we're fine with that. We're take off your shoes, whatever it is. We didn't do a set list because we wanted to kind of see what you guys were wanting to hear and what we kind of were good. We usually go down the line of these.
A little like heaven.
So, a little like heaven. Okay, great. That's not even a Sister Hazel song.
But it's a damn good song, though.
I don't know that record. All right, so Drew Copeland's song. We'll start.